Hey guys, Vex here. So, it seems that a lot of you want to see me play a lot of different games, but, I can't really think of which one exactly to play. So, I got all of the, most of the games that you all suggested, 13 of them to be exactly. I'm going to spin this wheel and it will tell me what game I'm going to play today. So, let's spin. And today we're going to be playing Trains Canyon. So let's go over and play it. And here we are in Trains Canyon. Now it's got really loud American music as a train quite fittingly is passing. So as you can see, it's an American based railway game, which is a bit different from all of the British based games I've played. So it's going to be the first of which to be American. And oh look, all the lights came on. So how about we go and just jump right into it by driving. So, as you can see here, we've got passenger trains and freight trains. So let's just go and have a look at which ones we've got. So we've got a freight train, and then it seems that we have numerous different ones based off of American locomotives. There's even a steam engine. But I'm going to jump in and just drive the general, which is the main one. So let's have a look at this model, shall we? It is quite good in terms of quality, but it also has the simplicity of it, and that's the thing with freight. And so let's just go straight ahead and just drive. So throttle is W and S as normal, and the acceleration is quite like a regular train, which I quite like. Got a horn, it's got doors, it's got bell, and it's got destination. So let's make the destination, let's go to Glendale. And it's got the GUI of the Eureb games are quite cool, because they're simple, but they also are quite informative. And you can even change the colour of the train. Let's make it in the traditional VexSG colour scheme, shall we? There we go. Anyway, we're going to stop first of all at Los Fernando. So let's just bring the throttle down, there we go, and just slow down a bit as we enter Los Fernando on platform 4. And let's just have a brief look at the station here, because I'm not really that well informed of the US railway thing, and it seems that there is a train there. Can you please move? But we've stopped, and let's just open the doors anyway. And there we go, we're now loading the passengers. And the station, it has an interior over there which will be cool to look at in a bit. But what I'm looking at, just with the general experience, it is quite it's simplistic, but it's done well, which I quite like about this, because other games, they're really good, but sometimes they can be quite complicated. And this here's just got a good balance between the two, like all of Eureb's games, really. Anyway, let's depart this station and see what else we could. Actually, we can't, because there's a train that is crawling out of the station. So let's just slowly get out of this station. And now that we're on the move, let's have a look at the scenery as well, since it's daytime. And this is another thing that Eureb's quite good at, which is scenery, because he's again going for this simplistic approach, but it does look really nice, and I'm quite impressed with how it's pulled off. As you can see here, we've got a bit of an abandoned depot, and we've got a single track line which goes over quite a busy road. But yeah, well, this is based off of the US, so it's quite cool to actually see American sort of the whole American railway sort of thing come to life in Roblox as well. So there was a level crossing, and that really slow train, we've overtaken them. And this here is Boulevard, but we're not stopping there, we'll go straight through. Toot the horn whilst we get through, which again, it's quite cool seeing this sort of style. It's quite cool. The buildings, however, I would expect road bridges and underpasses if there's a lot of buildings around, which isn't really a negative thing. I just think that is kind of, yeah. Oh, and here's a large level crossing in American style. Go past some roads, and it seems that we're going the wrong way. It seems that we might be heading over to the airport instead. Oh, my friend's in the game. Yeah, so it seems that we're being forced into going to the airport, which is not really a bad thing. To change it so that it says airport. But we could either go to the airport or we could go to Cold Springs and Mason, but the name Mason's got some negative connotations. So let's go down this line and let's slow down a bit to 50%. Going over an interstate or freeway or something like that. I'm not sure what the roads are called in America. And we are approaching the airport now, so it seems. And here's the airport. We need to slow down. And there we go, we're stopping, I hope, just in time. Perfect, actually. So now we can open the doors. And there we go. Right, let's respawn, shall we? And let's go back to driving, however this time with let's have a brief look over the freight trains, which you've got a tug, we've got all of these different types of American freight trains. So let's just have a quick look over and get going. So we're at the freight depot, which is near Ferryville. As you can see, it has a slower acceleration actually, probably because all of the cargo that we've got. But yeah, this is probably more suited towards people who prefer to do like freight movement, but it's quite nice. But I do think it, just for the sake of keeping this video relatively short, so that you all don't get bored, I think we're just going to jump out anyway and quickly look over the different stations that we've got. So here we've got Los Fernando, which was the station that we passed through at first. And overall, this is, well, in terms of what I've seen out of like American railway stations, and keep in mind I've never even been anywhere close to America, I am quite impressed with how it looks. You've even got a little rooftop area here so that we can train spot. But I'm just like thinking, from what I've seen on like YouTube videos and stuff of American train stations, this does look quite accurate to that. And let's see the other stuff. So we've got Marytown, we've got Mason, we've got Glendale, Ferryville, Coastside, Cold Springs, Boulevard, Airport, and Ames Valley. And there's a lot. So let's go to Coastside, which is by the sea, which is quite nice actually, to have something like a seaside station. And this is quite small. This is, from what I've seen, just a standard American small town station, which is quite cool. And we've also got the airport, which was just in, which is quite modern. I'd like to think that this was probably recently constructed. And then other stuff such as Boulevard, which we passed through, Cold Springs. Let's go to Mason. And yeah, it's just some platforms in the middle of a town, which is probably what you'd expect. But yeah, out of detail though, I would say that this game I would recommend. And I'd say that this would be the end of this video. Let's use the zoom option to say thank you for watching this VexSG video. If you did enjoy it, then make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'd see you in the next video. So, goodbye.